Many stocks have huge gains in 2020. Tesla is up 730% in 2020. But this increase can't even enter the top 10 US stocks in 2020. NIO grew by 1,100% in 2020, barely squeezing into the 10th place. Friends who have invested in US stocks in 2020 believe that they have all got good returns. So what will happen to US stocks in 2021? Will it be as bullish as in 2020, and everyone makes money? In this video, let's talk about the forecast of US stock market trends in 2021, including Buffett's favorite financial institutions' predictions, and Wall Street's forecast for US stocks in 2021. Finally, I will talk about the latest news about Tesla. Among them is Musk's latest 2021 prediction. Hello, everyone. This channel is to learn US stocks together to make money. Interested friends, please subscribe us. We will publish a video about stock forecasts every Sunday night. In the video, I will make a summary of this week's stock events. We'll also make a prediction for next week and future stocks trend. Let me talk about the prediction of Wells Fargo Securities, one of the most preferred financial institutions of Warren Buffett. Chris Harvey, head of equity strategy at Wells Fargo Securities, posted their 9 predictions for the financial market in 2021. The first prediction mentioned is Tesla. Harvey thinks that the current growth stocks like Tesla are actually very risky. Tesla is likely to repeat the same fate as AOL in the 1990s. At that time, the stock was similar to Tesla, with a game-changing technology was enthusiastically sought after by the market and was eventually included in the S&P 500 constituent stocks. Later, AOL could not keep up with the rapid development of technology. So it gradually declined, and now the stock has been delisted. Harvey believes Tesla is likely to suffer a similar fate from AOL. I think Harvey's prediction is unlikely to happen. Although the technology giant Apple also announced that it will build electric cars, at least the first car will not be produced until 2024. Technology is developing so fast now. In 2024, it is entirely possible that Tesla has achieved level 5 fully autonomous driving. Tesla's autonomous driving is now the highest level of autonomous driving in the world. It is said that it is very close to the most advanced level 5 autonomous driving. This is mainly due to Tesla's large user base to collect data for it to perfect its autonomous driving function. And now Tesla's production capacity is increasing every year. So I personally think that Tesla in 2024 has already monopolized the electric cars market. In fact, maybe we don't need to buy a car anymore by 2024. The streets are full of driverless electric rental cars. Renting a car was definitely cheaper than buying a car. Unless Apple can also achieve level 5 autonomous driving, I think Apple's cars can't compete with Tesla. Even if Apple can catch up with Tesla in autonomous driving, Apple cars can't solve the capacity problem in the short term. It also took many years for Tesla to gradually solve the capacity problem. To solve the capacity problem is mainly due to the super factory built by Tesla in Shanghai. In 2020, Tesla's production capacity has increased from 400,000 to 750,000. There is a high probability that Tesla's production capacity will increase to 1.25 million in 2021. At least 550,000 of them are produced in Shanghai. By 2022, Tesla's production capacity will likely be increased to 2 million annually. So whether it's autonomous driving or productivity, Tesla has developed more than 10 years before it has reached this step. This is not something Apple can catch up with in the short term. Even Apple can never catch up to Tesla. In addition, there are technological geniuses like Musk. How could Tesla fail to keep up with technological progress? Musk is a man going to immigrate to Mars. Musk's wealth also skyrocketed because of Tesla's skyrocketing. He became the new richest man in the world. I personally boldly predict if the US stock market continues to rise steadily in 2021, Tesla's price will reach at least $2,000 in 2021. So why am I so optimistic about Tesla? Because I think the future is definitely the world of electric cars. Think about the plot in a science fiction movie. At the current world development speed, in 10 years, there must be unmanned electric cars everywhere. And now most of the cars running on the road are still fuel vehicles, so this market is still very big. And the king of the electric car market is undoubtedly Tesla, which focuses on manufacturing electric cars. I think the same as other fields, there will also be an American giant and a Chinese giant in the electric car field. Musk once said that Tesla's biggest competitor is likely to come from China. The leader of Chinese electric car should be NIO. I boldly predict that NIO should rise to $150 in 2021. Although I am very optimistic about the electric car field, but I have to say that Tesla has risen too much recently. Rising for 11 consecutive trading days, the market value has exceeded $830 billion, surpassed Facebook to become the fifth largest company in the United States. So I think Tesla's stock value correction may happen at any time. But I think every value correction is a good opportunity to buy Tesla's stock. If Tesla can fall to $800, I will buy more. Just like 10 years ago, you should not have imagined that smartphones will be so popular now. Do you imagine a Tesla electric car that can be full of streets in 10 years? Since Tesla's electric car is the future, I believe that Tesla will soon become the #1 company in the US stock market. I don't think this day will be too far away. It will definitely not take 10 years. It will even come in 2 or 3 years. Okay, let's go back to Harvey's 2021 forecast of 9 major US stocks. Although his first prediction was doubted by me, maybe he is right. Am I wrong? Harvey's second US stock forecast is he thinks stocks with ugly movements in 2020 will have a chance. He said, "What company you are really looking for are those who are defeated. The financial report looks like a bankrupt company." He believes that the winner of the US stock market in 2021 will be very different from 2020. He believes that as the economy recovers, investors will start to lose interest in growth stocks. The stock market will continue to rise in 2021, and the market will experience industry rotation. I think a stock that's not going well and going bankrupt, and if the situation is suddenly reversed, of course the stock price will rise sharply. Tesla was about to go bankrupt. It's only recently that he turned losses into profits that allowed him to join the S&P 500 index. But such stocks that have come back to life are not so easy to find. Harvey's third forecast for U.S. stocks is that large-cap stocks will not perform as well as small-cap stocks in 2021. I personally think that large-cap stocks have a large market value. In a bull market, it is certainly harder to rise than small-cap stocks. Because the funds to lift large-cap stocks are far more than the funds to lift small-cap stocks. Harvey's fourth prediction is that the Republicans will retain control of the U.S. Senate. I am not very concerned about politics, but I seem to remember that the Republican Party lost both in the Senate and House of Representatives this time. Harvey's fifth prediction. 2021 will not be a good year. The pandemic in 2021 is still at its peak, so naturally it will be a very bad year. The daily number of new outbreaks in Canada, where we are still breaking new highs. The turning point of the pandemic is far from coming. Harvey's sixth prediction. Cryptocurrency is recovering as the first choice for speculation. Bitcoin is a kind of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is going crazy now. Suddenly $40,000 a Bitcoin. Cathie Wood, ARK Fund CEO, even predicted Bitcoin will exceed $500,000 in the future. She believes that as long as 5% of current investment institutions are investing in Bitcoin, Bitcoin will skyrocket to $500,000. Do you regret not buying some Bitcoin? At this price, I am a little bit afraid to make a deal to buy Bitcoin. Harvey's seventh prediction. The pandemic and its social restrictions will continue to affect European and American societies in 2021. I don't need to say more about this. Now the pandemic in European and American countries cannot be controlled. I don't think it's possible to be controlled in 2021. Harry's eighth prediction. Stock buybacks of S&P 500 constituents will continue to grow. The amount in 2021 will be doubled compared to 2019. Harvey's ninth prediction is that financial market volatility will become smaller in 2021. Wall Street predicts the market for the next year at the end of each year. At the end of 2019, Wall Street's most optimistic forecast for the S&P 500 is 3,600 points. The 2020 S&P 500 index reached a record high of 3,700. Against the backdrop of the pandemic, it's really incredible that U.S. stocks rose like this. So how do Wall Street investment institutions predict 2021? The most pessimistic forecast is that of Bank of America. Bank of America believes that current optimism has largely been digested. They believe that the S&P 500 target point for 2021 is 3,800. The S&P 500 index is now 3,824 points. So Bank of America thinks the stock market will fall by 24 points this year. The most optimistic investment institution on Wall Street is J.P. Morgan Chase. J.P. Morgan Chase believes that the stock market is facing one of the best investment environments that have continued to rise for many years. They predict that the S&P 500 index will rise to 4,400 in 2021. In other words, they think the market will rise by about 15% in 2021. If the market can rise 15%, I believe there will be many stocks that have doubled growth. Goldman Sachs, the second optimistic Wall Street investment agency, believes the S&P 500 index can rise to 4,300 in 2021. The reason is that they are optimistic about the effectiveness of the vaccine. I remember several times when I saw Goldman Sachs news advocating that a certain stock is good. Then this stock will plunge immediately. So I am very distrustful of Goldman Sachs' individual stock forecasts. I don't know if Goldman Sachs' forecast for the market is accurate this time. I personally don't go short, so I personally hope that the US stock market will continue to rise. Next, let's take a look at the latest news from Tesla. This news should be considered good news for Tesla. 662,000 Teslas were investigated for hidden dangers of accidental acceleration. The results of the recent survey came out. The investigation result is improper use of the pedal, so these cars don't need to be recalled. According to the investigation confirmed by the Defect Investigation Office of the U.S. Highway Safety Administration. Regarding the defect of the accidental acceleration of the vehicle mentioned in the recall petition, the Defect Investigation Office failed to identify sufficient evidence, so the recall petition was rejected. The recall of 660,000 Teslas should cost a lot of money. This investigation result should save Tesla hundreds of millions of dollars. Let's talk about Tesla boss Elon Musk's 4 big predictions for 2021. Number 1 prediction. Tesla's fully autonomous driving function will come out in 2021. People can add autonomous driving functions and select users. Tesla's car will automatically drive and pick up users. Self-driving cars will become a property, not an expense. Why is this so? I will explain this later. If Musk's prediction can really be realized in 2021, I think my prediction that Tesla will rise to $2,000 is too low. If Musk's prophecy comes true, I think Tesla's stock price can reach $5,000 in 2021. Market value reaches $5 trillion. Tesla will become the absolute largest company by market capitalization in U.S. stocks in 2021. So why will autonomous driving become an asset rather than an expense? If the car can drive autonomously, then you can make cars with autonomous driving. Pick up passengers outside to help you make money. Then the car is not a consumable but a tool for making money. Then naturally it is part of your property. If self-driving cars will become a property, not an expense, then there will be a lot of people coming to buy multiple self-driving cars to invest. Let self-driving cars make money outside by themselves. Then Tesla's demand will increase by a large amount. Musk will likely become the first person on the planet to reach $1 trillion. Musk's second largest forecast for 2021. He believes that satellite internet will be realized in 2021. During the epidemic lockdown, Musk has been launching connected satellites into space. Musk's SpaceX subsidiary Starlink launches 60 satellites a month. There are now 1,000 satellites orbiting the Earth. In some states of the United States and Canada, satellite internet has entered testing. Pay $100 per month to experience. Download speed can reach 5150 MB per second. Musk's Starlink company is not yet listed. I will definitely invest a little if it goes public. Musk's third prediction for 2021. We humans will return to the moon in 2021. He predicted that in 2021 the United States will conduct a remote control car race on the moon for the first time. SpaceX plans to launch the Falcon 9 rocket in October 2021. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration Artemis plans in 2024 send the first couple to the moon. The time point is the same as the time when Musk plans to land on Mars for the first time. Musk's SpaceX company has not yet been listed. If it goes public in the future, this is also a company I will definitely invest in. Musk's fourth prediction for 2021. He believes that solar and energy storage businesses will grow faster than electric vehicles in 2021. When solar energy becomes cheaper than existing fossil fuels, more than half of the countries in the world and most states in the United States the price of solar power will be equal to or lower than the current price. It seems I have to choose a few solar companies to invest in. If you like this video please help like, follow, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.